themselves up to map.
A textbook round from GENG. You go for the lurk, right? Through A short.
At this time, it's Forsaken. He's the one who doesn't have cash. Devi does take the teleporter across, finds that kill, but Lakia puts him down. Texture, his effort's not needed here. The rest of the players committed though. They're forward here on the site. They have to try to play for this win. The jump forward, Jake gets the headshot, but now he's once again the last man standing. 1v3 swaps at the weapons because he just doesn't have the bullets in the previous one. No time to reload. Just has to try to charge in for it, but Lakia will put him down to 3K. As GENG look to take us the distance.
Point.
Man, these two teams, they just can't get enough of each other. I mean, the adjustments and just the up and down from the players, each taking turns. Munchkin now finally having a go at it himself, topping the board for GENG, 20-12 on his own scoreboard. But look at this, the lurk in through lamps, keeps Forsaken tied back sight, and then it's showers, and then it's E short. They all swarm him. There's just no way for Forsaken to try to get out of that site. And now looking for a repeat of that previous
Look
hit.
at this rush. Punching their way out into long and fast. How this is going to end? Oh my goodness.
Oh, no.
4 players gone. No kills found. GENG.
Just a
I
judge.
don't even think they read it. I think they just reacted.
Yeah.
Forsaken, he might have a smile on his face, but maybe a slightly pained one. He sends out the Kobe, he sends out the Reckoning, he sends out the Classic to try to clear out that Seeker. But to no avail, he cannot do squat. Lakia hounds him down. It's yet again a 13-9 score line as GENG will take us the distance. Bind is theirs, and map 5, Split, is on the horizon.
An absolutely ridiculous series so far, and taking down PRX's Bind, that is something for GENG to be proud of. But now we finally open the lid on PRX's Split to find out what it'll look like. But before that, we'll send it over to the desk to break down map 4.
GENG.
Oh Marius, viens voir un peu.
Oh, c'est les recrues du mercato.
Marius, t'as pris une vitre ou bien? C'est Enedis ça, ils ont branché le stade au réseau électrique.
Oh.
Eh ouais, branche un peu les neurones Marius.
Les électriciens d'Enedis branchent les événements au réseau pour limiter l'usage de groupes électrogènes diesel. Enedis recrute, rejoignez-nous.
Their space on their attacker side. It looked like, you know, PRX had a pretty good read on them. They were shutting them down at the point of attack, but then they kind of got their bearings on them. They started working the map a little bit. You know, Munchkin is over there clearing space on long B, you know, and then they're able to all rotate over there, things like that were really catching PRX off guard. And then their attacks started to get really quick and on point, and Texture, as usual, has been really, really good today. So he's,
Meteor too.
Yes, no, they're both insane, and that's been kind of the story of a lot of this playoffs. Is GENG, those two players are disgusting.
Yes.
I think on this map, it's definitely, I mean, of course it's both of them, but Meteor has to, you know, get a little bit more praise because of the setups that he had. I mean, you said it before, Paperthin. This map really came down to that composition. It really came down to the trap setups that GENG had, specifically for PRX. I mean, PRX, we know how they play. We know they love to go in with the aggression, but it doesn't quite work out here. There were these rounds where, you know, they're trying to go out or push out against them, even on the defensive side. But GENG's always prepared for it. I think especially once, you know, Coach Solo called for some of these timeouts, he was able to fix so much that GENG would come in with these like round win streaks. On that attacking side, I think you're absolutely right as well, Paperthin, because you can see that their whole game plan, they're not just rushing in blindly, going in for those classic trades. They're actually setting themselves up for these trades where they would take just a little bit of space. Like around B, you would see Texture hopping on top of, you know, one of the panels, and the rest of the team is up around Octagon or Garden just to wait for PRX to peek out against them and then get those trades and then get the numbers advantage and ensure